Morning, friends. So I showed you a few days ago my envelope journal, and now I'm going to show you how I would use it. Because I think that some people might be intimidated and think it's not like pretty enough to use, or maybe it's not purposeful enough. So just as a recap, I saved all of my envelopes for my birthday, and I tucked them into each other, glued them together, kind of made this accordion style journal, and then I used a manila folder and created the outside of it and wrapped them. And so it's a no sew. You just glue, once you glue all your envelopes together, you glue your outside to the one end and then to the other, and then it becomes this. So now it's time to make a journal. I mean, it's a journal, but it's now time to use it. And how would you use it? So I'm going to go ahead and just do the first page here. And yeah, it doesn't look great. There is functionality though, because each one does have a pocket. You don't have to keep the pockets, but you know, there is that. So I have some things that I've fussy cutted here, just some things that were laying around in a bin. I cut out a piece of cardstock scrap. Again, just measured it, kind of, you know, put it around the space here. I'm going to glue this down. I have another scrap that I found in a pile. I have some stickers. And yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's being creative, right? So, you know, for me, I'm trying to go back a little bit to the basics of, you know, I kind of have a motto sometimes of like, I like to say use it all, because like, why are we saving stuff? Unless you're like, I know for me, I do like to save items for specific journals, you know, like I'll collect things for a themed journal, you know, that's great, that's fun. But other than that, you know, I'm hoarding tons of ephemera and stickers and stuff, and continuing to buy more, and it's like time to use it. I really am trying to focus on using and enjoying the things I have, and trying to get out of the rat race of keeping up with the Joneses and that, you know, FOMO lifestyle. If I don't get it, I'm missing out. And really, I just feel like I'm not enjoying what I have because I'm chasing the next thing. So I'm just showing you how I would decorate and use this, and again, encourage you to start using some of those materials that you wouldn't normally think to use in a journal, and be creative with that. So went ahead and just covered that first page. I like this. And then I have some items that I don't know, maybe I want to do a fall here in the front. I kind of like that. I think we're going to just attach that little dress there in the corner. And so for this might be a collective journal for me. It might just be something I do, you know, I'll just leave up here in my sitting room, and when I'm kind of bored and got nothing to do, you know, great thing to pop open and just do a journal spread. You know, if you spend a couple minutes a day just creating, and we've talked about this in the journal space, you know, that alone, what it does to your stress, what it does to your mental health is just amazing. So here we have a cute image on this side, but I really like just the idea of the writing here. So I think I'm going to just leave the writing showing here and not do the cute image. Counterintuitive, but it's what I'm going to do. And then this does have a pocket, so if I wanted to add some things or store some things later, I do have that little pocket here that's created from the envelope. But I kind of liked how simple this looked with just the words of the writing. All right. So yeah, I mean, I will go through and probably decorate all of these pages. And that's how I would use my creative envelope journal, as a way to just use the things that I have and that I enjoy. And to be creative. Love it. I've got some Halloween things here. I don't know if I want to do a Halloween spread, but I do love these stickers. Maybe I'll add my other bunny right here. He's gonna check out these strawberries. So yeah, just wanted to pop on and show you how I would use a journal that I would make out of envelopes and what I would use it for. I'm going to go ahead and stick this piece of paper in here. Store that in there. Might be a little bit, let me cut that down just a little bit. You know what, and maybe on this piece of paper, I'm gonna add this guy here. He's popping out to say hello. So yeah, it'd be fun to see, you know, what you guys, when you, again, I have a chat in my Patreon. It's called Creative Whack. I can't even get this thing out. And it's just like little cards that give you different ways of looking at things and alternative views, so that you can then apply that to yourself and your art or your writing or your daily whatever, right? So maybe it's say, look at something backwards, or look at something from a different perspective, or look at something from an opposing view, and just like getting your mind into a different place of thinking, so that, yeah, you just have a different perspective of things. And then in that new perspective gives you a whole new way of looking at things. And in that space you can then create. So I'm taking this little tag that I found. Let me get my little... I'm going to just add a little tag here. Why not? Use it up. And so, yeah, this is just, you know what? I think I do want to add my girl in the front. I was thinking about it. I think I do. I think I want her kind of hanging out here. Maybe not in the front. Maybe I want to put her on the back. I don't know. Maybe I don't yet. I don't want to put her down yet. But she needs to go somewhere. I think I am. I'm going to put her in the back. So yeah, just taking a few minutes this morning before I head into the office. Doing a little creative journaling. And there's my first front page. And I, you know, I obviously can still add more things to it. But just to show you how you can cover those envelopes with nicer paper, embellish it. And this is how I would go ahead and start using my creative journal. This is my envelope creative journal. And this is also a great, it's small enough that if you wanted to do a journal just for a month, if you wanted to do a to-do list journal, if you wanted to do something that was just small, maybe you're planning an event, and this would be a fun way to create a journal just for that event. So just wanted to think outside the box, use it all, and have a fun time crafting. Have a great day, y'all. Happy crafting.